Hey everyone, what is going on? My name is Archer Live, and in today's video I wanted to talk about how we can improve the console versions of Payday 2 on Xbox One and PS4. There's a number of bugs that I've kind of identified, especially since the most recent update for Most Wanted. Just a few things generally that I thought I would make into a video because, there's quite a lot that combined I was hoping maybe we could put together and, kind of get out there for console players. I'm hoping that Overkill might get to this video, might see it and might be able to watch it. I understand that's a bit of a long shot because I'm not exactly a popular YouTuber, but I'm hoping that maybe if we get enough support on it, we can get it out there. They can see what I've got to say and maybe act on some of the stuff. Now, as you guys know, I'm a huge Payday 2 fan, and none of this is out of kind of, disrespect to the game or anything. It's personally just my attitudes as to how we can make the game better. There's a lot of little kind of tweaks and bits and pieces here and there that I want to kind of cover, but some bits are more important than others, so I'm going to start with the more important things, and then as we go further along, I'll kind of go into more of the nitty-gritty, kind of not as important stuff. But the first thing I want to kind of cover is probably the most important and the most impacting thing, and to do this, I'm going to show you guys a little clip from something I was recording a couple of weeks ago, so let's just roll that. Oh, I just realised that guy who was hosting it was level 0. Oh boy, that's going to take a while for him to level up. Well, let's go get the deck chair.
A few inches later.
Finally, here we go. I bet I'm going to get absolute rubbish for sticking around. Oh. Oh my no! 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 Okay. Can we... I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Can we just take a break for a minute here, please? I am honestly absolutely speechless. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is really bad. Because Overkill should not have let this happen. Because this mask should only be for those people who really are sticking in the game and getting one down done. Yeah, so as you guys can see, I got the 1 down skull, and let me tell you, I did not earn it. I can happily confess to that. I did not earn the 1 down skull, and I don't mind saying that on camera and on a YouTube video, because this is a thing that consoles have had for a while, and I thought it had been patched, but it's clearly not. This is referring to the glitch that the whole difficulty skulls, so from hard all the way up to 1 down, that they just randomly dropping card drops in Paydays. I did think that was patched back in the Big Score update in September 2016. But apparently not, because before I got that, I actually got the Deathwish skull as well, and at that point I hadn't conquered the Deathwish difficulty, because those of you who might remember I did the Mayhem Impact build. I said in there that I hadn't really done a lot on Deathwish. I was never really that good at it. Now I'm at a point now with enough practice from Mayhem that I have literally conquered the Deathwish difficulty, having done that video. So I've earned all the way up to there. So any masks that I've got, from random drops, going up to the Deathwish skull, I can happily and safely and honestly say I've earned them. The 1 down skull I haven't earned, and I don't mind saying that on camera. What I have to say, though, is that I don't like it at all, and I really don't think that this should be happening. While it's all well and good that I got the skull, and I do think it's probably the best mask in the game, not gonna lie, I don't deserve it. And because I don't deserve it, I don't think I should have it personally. I will use it because I've got it there, but I don't think I should have access to it. And obviously that's the way it works on PC. So my kind of question to Overkill is, I know for a fact that you are able to link achievements to the game on PC. So you do certain tasks on PC, on the Steam version of Payday 2, and when you complete the achievement, you get the corresponding mask, pattern, material, whatever it might be. I've looked through the PC achievements and know how it works. And I would normally use the argument that on consoles, maybe you just can't do that. Maybe an achievement triggering on Xbox doesn't kind of link into the game. However, I thought about it, and I remembered that before you added the new skill builds for Most Wanted DLC, there was the Tabula Rasa achievement, which was to complete the Hoxton Breakout heist on Overkill with no skills and only using the golden AK-762 and the Chicago Typewriter SMG. And I know for a fact that once you got that achievement, you were able in-game to purchase a 5th skill set, provided you were level 100 and had 20 million offshore, I think it was. So that is clear, solid proof to me that you can link achievements with gameplay. So what I have to say to Overkill here is, could you please fix it so that you get the skulls straight away by completing a difficulty? Link it in with the achievements that we already have, and add new achievements for completing Mayhem difficulty and 1 down difficulty, because I know they exist on PC, and personally I don't see any reason as to why they shouldn't be here on console. As for me now, I've got the achievements for hard, very hard, Overkill and Deathwish right up the way, and I've earned the skulls that I've got. However, I'm missing the very hard and Mayhem skulls, 2 skulls which I have actually earned. And I've only just recently got the Overkill skull a couple of days before I made this video. So, I just kind of want to get it out there, and I do think that is a kind of a desperate thing that needs to be addressed. Because I don't like the fact that people can just get it, because it's such a big thing on PC. It's such a thing that you have to earn. You have to put the effort and the hours in to get it. And I just don't like the fact that console players, like, not like me, because I have put days and days into the game. I won't be afraid to admit that. But, like, other people who, like one of my friends, and I'm not having to go at him, it's just because, you know, the luck he got. He literally had only been playing Payday for like a day or two on Xbox One, and he got the Death Wish skull instantly. And we were all kind of sat there thinking, it's cool and all, you've got it, but you didn't earn it. And it's the same with everyone. Like, everyone out of my friends now at least has one difficulty skull, at least to my knowledge. And some of us have earned them, some of us haven't. It depends on, you know, how much time we've spent on the game, but it needs to be addressed. So Overkill, I would really appreciate it if you guys could look into that, address the issue, and, you know, go forward from there. While we're on the topic of achievements, there's a couple of things I just wanted to kind of touch on. Personally, for me, a lot of the achievements that came out with the Most Wanted bundle haven't actually been dropping for me. And I'm going to go through now and read out the achievements that haven't dropped for me. I haven't tried all of them, but these are the ones that haven't worked for me. So I just wanted to go over them so that, you know, that they're out there and that people know. So first off, Scavenger. On the biker heist, find the secret item on day 1. After that, the Pacifist, Murky Station, finished Murky Station without anyone in the crew killing anybody. After that, Blackout, complete Murky Station on Death Wish. Red Snow, complete Boiling Point on Death Wish. What else have we got? Undercover. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was Counterfeit. Prevent all cops from entering the basement before opening the safe on Overkill or above, and that's called Basement Dwellers. Haven't got that either. Hey, Mr. DJ. For Nightclub, have 12 hostages or more on the dance floor when you escape. $1.8 million speed run. In Mall Crasher, loot $1.8 million and lose cash within 50 seconds on starting the heist on Overkill. And yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, I've got 15 achievements locked, and those are just the ones that I've done and haven't actually triggered. It's not the fact that, you know, more recently achievements haven't been dropping, because only yesterday I got the Full Throttle achievement for the bike heist, which is complete day 2 in 120 seconds or less. So it's not the fact that they're just not dropping at all. It's just there's some in particular that aren't dropping. And I'm aware that Overkill released an 8GB patch a couple of days ago, which only seemed to fix the achievements for completing difficulties, so hard, very hard, Overkill, Death Wish. But there still needs to be achievements that need addressing and need fixing. So that's something. And also, I want to know where the rest of the achievements are. I understand that, you know, the gamer score is a big thing on Xbox One, and obviously you don't want to have too many achievements because you don't want the gamer score to be too excessive for a game. But there are a lot of achievements on PC that we don't have on consoles, and there are people like me who are serious achievement hunters. So to add those into the game would be, you know, absolutely brilliant for us to kind of get into and have a stab at. But if you're not going to, my advice would be, don't have things in the game where it would lead you to the thought that you should have an achievement. So the thing I want to talk about is the 2 thugs that spawn on Bank Heist. For those you haven't seen, I will put some gameplay over now. 2 characters spawn outside the bank to one side as of the most recent update. They were there before, but the voice lines have now been added as part of Most Wanted. And it's basically Bane saying you need to tie these 2 guys up, take them to the van, and John Wick will go deal with them. It's something to do with his storyline. I've seen the films. I don't quite know where they come into it. If somebody can explain that, I'd appreciate it. But basically, that's the whole premise. You have to take them to the van, and on PC, you get an achievement for it. On Xbox, you don't. So I've joined a number of public games, and I've seen people doing this, and I've literally had to message them and just go, don't worry about that because you don't get an achievement. And a lot of people are going, well, why? Why is it in the game if we're not getting an achievement? And I don't know. And I just kind of wanted to bring that up because if you're going to have something in the game, please at least let it have a point. And in that same regard, having a goat in the safe on Firestarter Day 2 in the evidence room, that I know for a fact unlocks a goat safe on PC. And of course, we don't have safes on the consoles. So if you're going to have the goat in the safe, bring out the black market stuff for us. Give us the safes and drills. Obviously not with the microtransactions. You got rid of them. I get that. But, you know, give us the ability to get the skins for weapons, to get safes and drills. Implement the feature. Because if you're not going to do that, then take the goat out of the evidence locker. Don't lead us to believe that there's going to be something else added to the game when we really don't know and you haven't said to us that something that has been added on PC at the point that we're up to on consoles, but we haven't got. Because the black market safes have been in the game for ages before we got like the biker heist and the skills update and stuff on PC. We're up to that now on console, but we don't have the black market stuff. We don't have the safes. And from where I'm sat, it seems pretty clear we're not going to get them. So if that's the case, please don't leave a goat safe in the middle of the evidence locker. Patch it, get rid of it, please. Because I just personally don't like the fact that we're being teased. If we do miss out on a few things that PC don't get, hey ho, it's not the end of the world for me. But I just don't like being teased. So, you know, please address that. The final kind of game-breaking or kind of urgent patch-needing thing that I want to talk about is Overdrill, which for those of you who don't know is the Easter egg where you gain access to the Overvault in First World Bank. And what that is it's a special chamber which requires a 2,000 second drill, approximately half an hour, and in there is 70 bags of gold. Now, before the new difficulties were added, Mayhem 1 down, you were only able to do this on Death Wish. However, I have looked it up on PC, and after Mayhem and 1 down were added, it was confirmed that you could do Overdrill on both Mayhem and 1 down, as well as Death Wish. So personally, at the time that I tried it, when Mayhem had come out, I thought, well, that's a much better way to do Overdrill. Because we weren't all that good at Death Wish difficulty, we hadn't had the practice, and we thought, we can handle Mayhem, we'll do that. But Overdrill didn't work, and we tried multiple times, and normally the positions that we get in, it triggers Overdrill instantly. If you haven't seen how to trigger Overdrill, there'll be like a tutorial out there. I'm not going to kind of absorb all the views for it. I'll try and put some gameplay over the top so you guys can see, but for actual tutorials, just look up somebody else. It's not best recommendation, but you know, that's not the point of this video. But it doesn't work on Mayhem, and I know on PC it does. So I'm presuming on 1 down it won't either. I haven't tried it, but I presume it won't. So that's something that needs fixing, because I would personally feel a lot more comfortable doing Overdrill on Mayhem than I would on Death Wish. So if that could be addressed, that would be very good. But yeah, that I just kind of want to address that feature. Just a few other things that I wanted to kind of cover. First off, I had a glitch on Payday where you could switch the privacy of a game from private to friends only to public. But if you did so in-game from private to public, it would automatically cause the game to crash, and it happened every time. I thought it had been patched because I was doing it in-game and it wasn't crashing anymore, but it does still crash if you do it in lobby, like in the pre-planning screen, and it has happened occasionally in heists. So you've reduced the amount of times it happens, but it hasn't quite been fixed. So if that could be fixed at some point, that'd be great. Because not only does it crash the game for me, because I'm the host, everyone else loses connection. So that would be a good thing to fix. Additionally, an FOV slider or field of view slider, for those of you who don't know what that is, that's a big thing. That's a big request in the community. I personally was never that kind of excited for it. I wasn't really that bothered by it. But, you know, obviously I wouldn't turn down the feature if we had it. A lot of people who commented on my most wanted update video, the kind of the details thing, were talking about the possibility of an FOV slider and how they desperately wanted it. And the fact that we haven't got it, I kind of leads me to question, you know, will it be coming out? Can we have some clarity on that? So anything you can do to kind of let us know about that when we'll get it, that would be much appreciative, especially considering that we've now got all the different sensitivity toggling options, so you can have, you know, different sensitivities for looking up and down as you do left and right, and so on and so forth. And then finally, I just wanted to cover one thing, a personal little kind of niggle for me. Having private games should mean that they're private. However, I have found more recently that people are just joining my private games completely randomly. And obviously because I'm private and I'm playing with friends and I don't want anyone else joining, I will kick them. And it's not something that I do a lot. I don't like kicking people. If I leave it to public and public people join, I will leave them in the game because that's the point of them being public. However, if someone joins a private game and I kick them, they still feel really upset that I kicked them from the game. But I'm kind of thinking, well, I wanted to play on my own or with friends. We were trying something, for instance, like a new stealth or something, and we didn't want anyone else to join who wasn't in the party communicating with us. So I feel like I need to kick them, but I also feel bad because that person didn't know. So it's only happened more recently, and I really just think that needs to be addressed. So please check out the whole filtering system and make sure people can't get into private games by just clicking join any heist, because it seems like that might be a problem, and I just hope it's not as bad as the matchmaking issues that we had back in 2015, but it's something that should still be addressed. So I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to kind of say about improving the game. I know this sounded really kind of overly negative and kind of, I suppose, overly critical of the game. Obviously, I'm not a big critic of Payday 2. I adore the game. It's one of my favourite games of all time. I adore it. I love it to pieces. But as such, I feel like I should at least get my points across and just say why the game could be made better. And I hope that in doing this, you guys kind of agree with me. If there's anything that I've missed, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But other than that, let's hope we can get this out to Overkill. I hope somebody can see it. But if not, just kind of spread the word and see if we can get some answers on these things, because these are some of the most important issues with console. So other than that, thank you guys very much for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Share it on social media. I'm trying to think of a way to get Overkill to notice when you share it. I'm pretty sure if you leave the Twitter name and the video title that they might see it more likely. So I'm going to try and do that. But other than that, thank you guys very much for watching this video. Thank you for your support. And thanks in advance to anyone who kind of gets out and spreads the message and asks around about these things. So thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back soon in the video. Take it easy. And I'll see you all in the next video.